Delta consistently tells us that everything we now have will be renegotiated, as in vacations, sick time, duty rigs, AFPs, deadhead, deviation, etc.
So will we be starting from scratch? Is that on the checklist, Mary Ann?
Yeah, it ought to be.
I'm sure it is.
It is.
Are we all going to have the interview again, too?
That's right.
Let me,
Start over.
I can start, and Pat, if you want to fill in. Once again, this is an item we hear in every single organizing drive, and in hundreds, literally hundreds of negotiations over the past 25 years, that's never happened. So you really have to question, so what's the motivation of management for spreading rumors like that, and it's really unfortunate. Negotiations are really a practical exercise. You start with what you have. We go in with proposals that are developed, as was said earlier, based on surveys that we do with the flight attendants and so forth, and we propose changes that the flight attendants have decided that these would improve our life here at Delta, and we try to negotiate those things. You don't start from scratch.
Well, and I will save Mark the time, although he may want to reinforce it, and say that there's one motivation, and that motivation is to instill fear, to make you afraid to take that step and empower yourselves and become members of the Association of Flight Attendants.
And besides being in-flight safety professionals, we are customer service providers. Imagine our morale if we came to work the next day after voting in AFA and we had our pay lopped by 50%. That's crazy talk, and it'll never happen.
I wanted to add one thing here. We've gone over several things about the rumors that management is putting out there, and you need to go back and look and see who is actually credible. When a group like our management is actually putting out false rumors, or even other flight attendants are wanting to spread things around that are false and are not factually based, you've got to look at the credibility issue here. Who is actually telling you the truth? And we're trying to get the truth to you. We're trying to research everything. We're here to try to help flight attendants, and that's our sole purpose.
This is an excellent opportunity that we had Pat describe a bit about the AFA structure. Once you join AFA, would you guys, we've had some questions about what exactly is the organizing structure for your campaign. So Celeste, Mary Ann.
Go ahead, Mary Ann. I'll take that one. I'm the Western Region base mobilizer, and so what that means is that I recruit people to be chairs, and we've almost filled all of our spots, but the chair position for the state is one of the best positions. If you're afraid to talk to people who are anti-union, you definitely don't do that when you're in the chair position, because you're just talking to people who want to be union, who are very willing to help in being a union. All you need to do to be a chair is have a phone and have a computer access, and then have a sweet voice on the telephone. It's a great job.
That's great.
This is a very good question, because in the last campaign, my biggest concern about voting yes for AFA was what next. I never really had a sensibility from the last campaign that I knew there was a union that was going to start the next day. This campaign, mobilization, what does that mean? Mobilization means that we are mobilizing. We are coming together before we have our official union to step in the very next day, take interim positions as leadership, and begin the process of running this union until elections can be held. We have built this union. We have over 1,000 people who have identified themselves as very significant supporters. We have over 100 people on our organizing committee. Those are people who have taken high-level leadership roles in this campaign. This union is ready to begin business.